silver-haired girl. She's actually a doll, which is similar to a contractor, but has less emotion. She comes in really big towards the end of the first season and the beginning of the second season, and I really like her dynamic with Hay. Now for some negatives. You've got the gate. What happened? Well, you see, it's the gate. You have Heaven and Hell's War from 5 years ago in South America. Is it going to happen again? You just get a lot of exposition scenes, which makes you want the show to just leave it to your imagination. Just show me, don't tell me. You do get a nice villain character in Wei, who is a contractor with blood explosives. He has some really good fight scenes with Hay. When you look at the anime as a whole, though, the majority of side characters are quite underwhelming. It doesn't help that the story ends up going basically nowhere. And this syndicate, this big bad syndicate that they keep teasing and alluding to, it sounds so good. It appears to be this dark organization in the underworld where they're coming for you if you don't abide by their every rule. If you don't carry out every mission that they give you, they might end up doing something to you or the ones you love. That whole bit is really good, but the more you get on them, the less scary the syndicate becomes, which is just unfortunate. On the flip side, you do have MI6 or the British Embassy with November 11th and a couple of other agents who are basically opposed to the syndicate, as well as the police force. So you have all these different sides, and then Hay is caught in between all of them, and that makes for a great conflict of interest. However, you are still left wondering where the overarching story is going. A lot of the anime is riding on the main character Hay to carry it, and he does for the most part. It just doesn't help when you feel like the main story is finally getting somewhere, only to have basically filler characters show up and make you ask, what are we doing here? Thankfully, you do get some really good fight scenes throughout the series to keep you intrigued. Anything with the main character is just next level. He is soft-spoken and mysterious, which keeps you invested and excited to learn more about him. The anime also does a great job of expressing emotions through the contractors and even the doll's eyes. As far as the animation goes, this is very nice for coming out in 2007. Studio Bones outdid themselves with this one, as I really enjoy this animation style. We see here the first season follows a fantastic main character with strong convictions, playing off of another really great character in November 11th. Then we find ourselves in season 2, where Hay takes a backseat to Suo. Suo is a young girl with red hair, and she basically becomes the main character. A lot of things happen at the end of season 1 and in the OVA series prior to season 2 that leads to this point in the story. Suo is great. She's just not Hay. The scenes that they find themselves together in are kind of all over the place. Some are incredibly next level and heartfelt, while others, not so much. Now you are contending with the fact that you do get a lot of good arcs and moments in the anime, but overall, it's kind of just like, I could take it or leave it. The soundtrack and animation are awesome throughout. However, the story and characters, what matters most, kind of just falls flat. You got Hay, November 11th, Suo, Kirihara, Yin, Mao, and even April and July. They are all strong. It's just outside of those main characters, there's just not much there. As far as the 4-episode OVA in between the two seasons, I think it does a great job bridging the end of season 1 with the beginning of season 2. However, the fact that you kind of need to watch an OVA series to know what is going on from season 1 to season 2 is unfortunate. As you are probably starting to see, there is a lot of good and a lot of bad to be had with this anime. You have this perfect main character, you have all of the potential in the world, you have these great action pieces, but the story, what is going on with the story? There's the gate, it's the gate, what happened in South America 5 years ago, who really cares? The world that you're in, the contractors, you find yourself getting invested in all these different things, which leads you to the fact that this could be a perfect anime. It's just the execution is not there. In conclusion, is Darker Than Black worth watching? I would say yes. Is it a perfect anime? No. As always, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it, and I will catch you on the flip. Peace.